Ladies and gentlemen on Facebook, my name is Robert. I'm at YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller because I'm the natural and I'm born to be the thriller. And if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So, welcome everyone, YouTubers, to the WWE NXT review, the show from January 17th, 2018. Now, I didn't get a chance to do it last night, folks, because something came up. So, basically, it's personal, family issue that happened last night. But I'm gonna take care of that later on. So, yeah, unfortunately, because I had a lot on my mind last night after watching NXT, and then I was setting up everything, and also I was on the Hangouts too with the Asylum. When it comes to the topics that we were talking about, which it was actually fun doing that video too. What's up, King Rex? I didn't watch it. NXT. Yeah. I'm gonna get to the show though. I'm gonna get to it. So, and I'll let you know how I feel about the show too. So, but yeah, like I said, I didn't get to do it last night. I didn't get. I was going to, but I didn't get to do it. I didn't get a chance to do it because something happened last night where, basically, like I said, from the beginning, something happened. Family issue, basically personal thing. But maybe I'll tell you about whenever I get a chance to. But I don't want to make it a big deal or anything. But I just want to move on for that. But so because I didn't get to do it last night, I had the opportunity to do it right here. And as far as Impact Wrestling, for tonight, I won't be able to watch it tonight either. I got to head out later on around 7 o'clock to go visit my brother. Again, family issue. So I won't be able to do an Impact Wrestling review later on tonight. In fact, instead I will do it tomorrow instead when it comes to Impact Wrestling. So wherever I missed tonight, I'm going to catch it another day, which is going to be tomorrow. And I'll come back in the afternoon to do a video here on YouTube. So, but yeah, again, it's unfortunate that what's going on in my life right now. So, all right. So that being said, I'll go too long with this. So let's get to it. So here we go. I'm gonna pull my notes, and I've got my backup notes here just in case. So here we go. Just give me a chance to get to it. Okay, I got it. All right, so here we go. So, crap. Let me see here. Did it say where they were at? I'm trying to remember where they were at. From NXT. It was the same place that they were last week, but I forgot the name of the place though. It's the same place that that WCW used to do their shows called WCW Saturday Night. The same venue basically, but I'm trying to remember the place. I wish I said it here, but damn. But yeah, it was the same. It's the same venue they were at last week and all that in the same place. I can't remember. I can't remember from the top of my head, but whatever. You know. Again, folks. Got a lot on my mind. So here we go. So, for the show for NXT, from January 17th, 2018, Mauro Renaro, Percy Watson, and Nigel McGuinness were your commentators. So here we go. So the show opened up with heavy machinery. Heavy machinery. You have Tucker Knight and Otis. Otis. What's his last name? Dosovich. Yeah, Otis Dosovich. Yeah, so Tucker Knight, Otis Dosovich are heavy machinery. And they go up against Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss in a tag team match. And the tag team match itself was, I thought it was pretty decent. But in the end, basically the finish of the match, we get Riddick Moss going for a roll up onto Tucker Knight and goes and use the ropes for leverage and gets the 3 count in the win. So your winners were Tony Sampatelli and Rick Moss defeating Heavy Machinery. And again, the match itself was pretty decent, and it was just a fun match to watch. Next we get to the Undisputed Era, which is Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. And basically they cut a promo talking about how they took over NXT, and they've been taking over takeover events as well, starting from Brooklyn, from the NXT takeover Brooklyn 3, then the takeover War Games event they took over, and now they plan on taking over another takeover, which is going to be at Takeover Philadelphia during the Royal Rumble weekend. They also talk about how everybody wants a shot at the tag team titles, which he's referencing Street Profits and AOP. And then basically Adam Cole was talking about they took over takeover. Kyle O'Reilly was talking about they want a shot at the tag team titles, and then Bobby Fish talks about how it's gonna be all about the Undisputed Era, and they're once again gonna take over the NXT shows and the NXT takeover shows. So it's going to be all about the Undisputed Era. And by the way, for those who don't know, the symbol of the Undisputed Era is like this. This is how they do it. This is supposed to be the U, and this is supposed to be the E. Undisputed Era. There we go. But I think it's cool. It's cool that they making up their own signs, because they're a faction. So then we get to Aleister Black's video promo. Basically, it's a video package where he's also calling a promo that he's basically delivering sending a message to Undisputed Era, especially to Adam Cole, where it's gonna be Adam Cole versus Aleister Black at Takeover in an Extreme Rules match. You did it backwards, or I did. Well, because I had the camera in the weird, basically the camera angle I got on me is the weird way. But let me try again then. There we go. Is that good enough? There we go. That should be good enough, right? There we go. Yeah. All right, there you go. Okay, thanks, King Rex, by the way. So yeah, okay, next we get Roderick Strong versus Fabian Aichner. Match itself was pretty good between these two guys. In the end, you got Roderick Strong going over Fabian Aichner. And those who don't know who Fabian Aichner is, Fabian Aichner was part of the Cruiserweight Classics from 2 years ago, from back in 2016. And a lot changed with Fabian Aichner now. He's gained a little weight, but he's still in good condition. But he still moves around like he's like a cruiserweight, because he was part of the Cruiserweight Classic tournament from 2016. So then after the match, Roderick Strong talks about his time at NXT, where he ends up going up against All Odds, and now he wants to face the force of destruction, basically. And he forced, and the force that he wants to destroy basically is Lars Sullivan. So basically, Roderick Strong is challenging Lars Sullivan, even though last week on NXT, Lars Sullivan wants to face Killian Dane. But then we get to this show for NXT, where Roderick Strong wants to face Lars Sullivan, and I say to myself, well, last week, if WWE didn't have Killian Dane getting attacked by Undisputed Era, that would never the whole challenge of Lars Sullivan saying to Killian Dane will never happen. So here's what happened last week. Lars Sullivan, after he beat Lilo Rush in a match, he basically called out Killian Dane, where he wants to challenge him to a match. Then after the segment of Lars Sullivan, taking out Leo Rush, also they go backstage, where you see the Undisputed Era attacking Sandy, which is Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane. Now, and here's the thing: they took him out with weapons. Obviously, they took out Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf with weapons. But at the same time, you just had Lars Sullivan out there challenging Killian Dane. and then they did this. I thought that was stupid the way they did it. So then they basically fixed the mistakes there by having Roger Strong challenging Lars Sullivan. Now, as far as Sanity, I don't know how long they're gonna be out because that's obviously when it comes to a storyline, that means they're gonna be out for a while. So we'll be in attack. So yeah, I thought last week when they did that whole thing with Lars Sullivan challenging Killian Dane was good until they decided to do something stupid by having Killian Dane get taken out after that promo from Lars Sullivan. So yeah, this NXT are making their corrections and their mistakes for by having Roger Strong calling out Lars Sullivan. So we're going to see Lars Sullivan and Roger Strong wrestling each other. And I'm assuming it's going to be at the Takeover event where they're going to pretty sure it's going to be I hope they don't have Lars Sullivan lose. I mean, I got nothing against Roger Strong. I'm a fan of Roger Strong now. Um, but they were just building up this whole this whole thing where Lars Sullivan is supposed to be unstoppable and all that, and to see him that he's gonna end up being a victim of Roger Strong at Takeover event. Now I'm not saying that's the match gonna happen, but who knows? We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes from there because that was last we heard of Roger Strong. If we didn't hear Lars Sullivan make a response, so that won't come into influences until next week. So, all right, next we get to who are TMKD. I mean TMDK. I meant to say, which is the Mighty Don't Kneel, but but NXT they're called TM61. You know, and by the way, when it comes to those guys, which by the way they've been out for a while, for quite a while. Trying to remember the names. Just give me one moment. Gotta find out. I remember one of them being named Nick, but maybe just make sure. Okay, yeah, here we go. Nick Miller and Shane Thorne. That's the Mighty Don't Kneel, but they're called but now they're called the Mighty 6-1. TM 6-1. But yeah, they basically did this whole thing where who are they, and where they come from and all that, and what's their goal and all that, what they want to do. So basically, they was doing cutscenes first, with Nick Miller and Shane Thorne, talking about who they are and all that, and they was also fooling around too and all that, and having fun with it. Also, we get to some old clips about them, before they were known as, before they were a tag team and before they were known as KM, the Mind Don't Kneel, which is TMDK. And then they show old clips of them being a tag team, and it showed them being trained by WWE Hall of Famer Holly Race. And then they show a clip of them finally making it to the WWE, but on NXT. And it was just part one. Part two will be next week, and I'll get to more of that. I'll get to more of that next week. Because right now they're with the Mighty O'Neil being gone for that long, because one of them got hurt. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Nick Miller who got hurt, and they didn't know what to do with Shane Thorne during that time. Now again, I'm assuming it was Nick Miller who got injured, but now they're back. And basically this is an NXT way to refresh everyone and remind them who is TM61, which is the Mighty O'Neil. So yeah, can't wait to see these guys back. They're going to be a big deal on NXT as in the tag team division. But I miss these guys, by the way. It's a shame what happened to them. One of them getting hurt, and one of them ends up being at the sidelines, and doing nothing. Anyways, so moving on. Yeah, we'll get to part two of that next week. Aaliyah versus Lacey Evans. So the match happens, and I just want to say, Aaliyah, she was having her face, being rubbed onto the top rope by Lacey Evans, and Lacey Evans was doing the whole thing with you know getting her in the headlock, and scraping her face onto the ropes, you know. And when that happens to you, your face gets burned, all that, right? You got to sell your face being burned, all that, right? Or at least it was damaged, being damaged. And Lacey Evans, with her doing that, I'm like saying to myself, wait a minute, that's a heel type of move that a heel will do. And I said to myself, wait a minute, are they having Lacey Evans being a heel? Yeah, I was wondering if that was the case. But besides that, I'll get that momentarily. But so after Lacey Evans did that to Aaliyah, Aaliyah no sold it. Basically, she no sold it, and went after Lacey Evans. Now wait a minute, what the fuck you doing? You just took a rope, that Lacey Evans just had you going right, making a pathway of your face, and you're supposed to sell like oh, my face. No, she didn't do that. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, this girl is fucking terrible. Aaliyah, this Aaliyah girl, she's fucking terrible. So in the end, Lacey, I'm trying to remember how she won the match. In fact, I wonder if it says this here. All right. Oh yeah, I remember now. She basically had landed a nasty right hand to Aaliyah, and she went for the cover, and got the 3 count in the win. So your winner was Lacey Evans. So after the match, Lacey Evans cuts a promo. Basically, she's trash talking. Basically, like I said, calling a heel promo, and I was saying to myself, like I said before, when she was grabbing Aaliyah and rubbing her face on the ropes, because that's a heel move. So sure enough, she cuts a heel promo. So basically, they're having Lacey Evans turn, being a heel. She says she's a lady of NXT. She says, um, basically she's talking trash, to Nikki Cross, and she's talking trash, also talking trash. I'm to say to Kairi Sane, and she says that she's gonna take over the women's division basically. So then all of a sudden we get Shayna Baszler coming out. She confronts Lacey Evans, but Lacey Evans leave. She's basically being a coward. She didn't want no part of of Shayna Baszler. So then Shayna Baszler gets in the ring, goes after Aaliyah, and puts her in a coquina clutch, basically choking her out. And Aaliyah was selling it, and like now you decided to sell, huh? Well, I mean, she was selling the moves before that the rope the rope being damaging her face. So then Ember Moon comes out, the NXT Women's Champion, to go after Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler retreats. So then Ember Moon gets on the microphone and says, "You want to bully somebody? Bully me." Ah, I do not like her promos. Ember Moon, she's a good wrestler. I just hate her fucking promos, and her acting is terrible too. By the way, I got to point that out. I mean, last week it was horrendous, but this week it was uh, all right to a degree. But oh man, what man, like some people just can't act. What can you say? But she says, and she wants, and basically challenges Shayna Baszler right now, right here, right now. That's the WWE's motive. So then Shayna Baszler, decided not to, and then Ember Moon says, name the time and the place, and then Shayna Baszler said, also Ember Moon says, she will beat her ass, and then you got the crowds chanting, beat her ass, to Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler says, Philadelphia, and she said to Ember Moon to bring that title with you. So basically, it's going to be a women's championship title match at NXT Takeover Philadelphia. Shayna Baszler wants to shot that title, and Ember Moon, that's a question. That's a big question. Did she accept? And sure enough, we get to the next segment here, which is Christy St. Cloud interviewing William Regal about this whole situation with Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler, and William Regal has made it official. Ember Moon will defend her NXT Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler at Takeover Philadelphia during Royal Rumble weekend. But then, sure enough, we get Selena Vega showing up in the office, and she talked about how Johnny Gargano doesn't deserve the opportunity against Andrade Cien Almas for the NXT Championship, saying that he's not Johnny Wrestling, he's a phony, he's a liar, and she says that the Velveteen Dream is the one who deserves that opportunity because it was supposed to be the Velveteen Dream's place, but because he got hurt, John Gargano is being the replacement. So, I also said that Gargano is a loser too, by the way, and yeah, and that's basically it. We really couldn't do anything about it, and so Vegas, you're not gonna do anything about it. She's like, fine, the blood's gonna be on your hands basically, because Andrade Cien Almas is gonna beat up Johnny Gargano in the violent faction too, yeah, basically in the Blade violent faction. So then we get to No Way Jose. He does and I'm like, wow, where's this guy been? Not that I care for him, because I don't care for No Way Jose at all. He's a terrible wrestler, and he's got a terrible gimmick. But he does a promo that's saying that this is going to be his year. 2018 is going to be his year, and I hope not. I just hope not. This guy sucks. Maybe he'll get maybe he got better. Who knows? Maybe he got better, but we'll see. But I doubt that. So then all of a sudden we get Johnny Gargano coming out. He's pissed. He comes out. Yeah, he's not scheduled to be having a match. He's not scheduled to be there, but he shows up there. He's furious. So here's what happened. He heard about what Selena Vega was talking to Rodrigo earlier on the show, in his office about how he's a loser and he's a liar and he's a fraud and all that. So he's all fired up, right? He made it clear that the NXT Championship opportunity was not a fluke, and that he won the number contendership to get the opportunity against Andrade Cien Almas at Takeover Philadelphia. He talks about how he wants to face the Velveteen Dream next week, and he says the charismatic Dream lost a spot of a number contendership tournament that Johnny Gargano ends up being in, because again he was on the one he was one who replaced Johnny Gargano was one who ended up replacing the Velveteen Dream. So Johnny Gargano is saying he is not a liar. He's not a loser. He's Johnny Gargano. He's Johnny freaking Wrestling. And like, yeah, man, he was all fired up. Again, he's all fired up with he was kind of a passionate promo. He was all fired up. I like, wow, this is a side of Johnny Gargano I've never seen before. I love it. He's got that fire. He's got that fire inside. Basically they started a fire in Johnny Gargano, and that's the type of fire that I want to see in Gargano. So, yeah. So basically, he issued a challenge to the Velveteen Dream, and it's going to happen next week. So, I'm looking forward to that match. And I look forward to the character of the Velveteen Dream, because when it comes to the Velveteen Dream, oh my God, it's a gay prince character basically, and I think that alone is insulting to the late great Prince, But hey, Velveteen Dream, he's making the best of it, and I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. But there you go. That was the promo, and again, Johnny Gargano he was on fire. So I enjoyed it. All right, now let's get to the main event, the Street Profits, which is maybe try to get his name here. Sometimes I can't make out his name. Okay, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. So yeah, the Street Profits versus AOP, which is Ickham, Razor, and they're being accompanied by their manager, Paul Ellering. So Montez Ford, he comes out. He's wearing a gold glove, shades of Michael Jackson. Basically, he was wearing a Michael Jackson glove, but it was but instead of silver, the silver diamonds and all that, it's gold diamonds instead, which I thought was pretty cool. So that right there tells me that he's a fan of Michael Jackson. So, which is good. So, as far as the match was between Street Profits and AOP, good and intense match. And the winner of this, and by the way, the winner of this match gets to face the NXT Tag Team Champions at Takeover Philadelphia, which is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Almost said Kyle Rodriguez there. Oh my god. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, the match was intense between both teams. Basically, this is the serious side I've ever seen from the Street Profits, because this is a big deal for them, because they want to be the tag team champions on NXT, and they wanted to show AOP that they could measure up against those guys. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, folks, because AOP wins. they basically dominated the match, so from the end, basically. So yeah, it's gonna be AOP, Authors of Pain versus the NXT Tag Team Champions at Takeover Philadelphia during the Royal Rumble weekend, and there you go. That was the show. So, total amount of wrestling for NXT from January 17th, 2018. I believe it was 4 matches. Yep, 4 matches. And so, that was the amount of wrestling for NXT. So my overall rank for the show for WWE NXT from January 17, 2018 edition, the show was pretty good. I thought it wasn't a great show where you guys gotta watch the show. This show was awesome and all that. No, it was just a good show. Just a good passable show. And again, it's just all this it's just a build up for Takeover Philadelphia that's gonna be taking place during the Royal Rumble weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna go. What should I give this? I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. That's a good rating there. 7 out of 10, which means it ends up being better than Raw this week. So, and 205 Live, but NXT what I get SmackDown. I think it's SmackDown 8 out of 10 if I'm not mistaken, but because Bobby Roode winning the United States title, so. So yeah, so I think SmackDown for this week, to me, in my opinion, was the better show. But NXT ends up being second place for that one. So yeah, there you go, folks. That was my NXT review. Again, I was supposed to give that to you last night, but unfortunately I couldn't do it because I was having family issues, which I got visit my little brother later on. So yeah, that's all. But yeah, there you go. So wrapping said, I'll wrap up from here. Thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Driller. Please subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours and yours alone. So you'll take care. You enjoy the rest of your night. Peace on the streets. I'll see you tomorrow when it comes to to my Impact Wrestling review. Because again, I can't do it later on tonight because I'm not gonna be able to watch it because I gotta go deal with some family issues. So there you go, guys. So y'all take care, and I'm out.